nail in the coffin, huh?
Tom pumps. He throws down the middle for Gronkowski. Somehow makes the catch.
Unbelievable. How the did you catch that?
Quick throw. And it's good. Intercepted.
We did it, Josh. We did it.
2 weeks away from finding out where he's going, we hope, and 50 days away from the draft. We are about to witness a lot of change in the NFL, and we've got the latest on that straight ahead on NFL Total Access with three-time Super Bowl champion Willie McGinest, James Jones, who also has himself a ring. This is my partner, Scott Hansen.
Beautiful look at the Strip in Las Vegas, where the draft will be held. Could Tom Brady be going to Las Vegas? If a certain Las Vegas luminary has his way, the GOAT will go to the desert. So Tom Brady hasn't really commented on his upcoming free agency decision since around Super Bowl week, at least making public comments. However, today, in a telephone interview with UFC president Dana White, with whom Brady has a business partnership, White pled for Brady to go to the Raiders, and Brady responded.
Let me make my last pitch. Las Vegas would love to have you here at the Raiders. The stadium, the facility is incredible. The training facility that they have outside of Vegas is unbelievable. It's a 45-minute flight from LA. Your kids and your family could live there. You can fly back and forth. We want you to come to the Raiders. I've been pitching you now for a month. I love you too. Come on, brother, get to Vegas.
Thanks, man. I know it's been a lot of patience for me. And obviously being where I've been for 20 years, it's been an amazing experience. And I don't know what the future holds right now. I'm just trying to be patient through this process, my first time going through it. And in the meantime, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my family over the next 10, 12 days. And we got a little vacation plan, which I'm looking forward to.
All right, let's bring in NFL media and MMA insider Ian Rappaport right now. The comments by Brady aside right there, he went pretty politically correct, cliche in his response there. What about the prospects of him staying in New England, Ian?
No one has ruled that out, and I know there was some things going around the combine about the Patriots and Tom Brady not really talking. That's not true. He actually did recently have a conversation with Bill Belichick, with Robert Kraft. Those conversations went fine. I mean, usually in cases like these, until there is a deal, there's really not much to talk about. It does not sound like the Patriots have made an official offer to Brady yet, nor have most teams made any offers to any of their own free agents because a CBA is not done. So basically, everything is up in the air, and of course, Dana White wants him to the Las Vegas Raiders. It remains to be seen how hard the Raiders are actually going to push to sign Tom Brady. About 2 weeks to go, and much, much up in the air.
Yeah, and obviously they have a $100 million quarterback in Derek Carr that's already on the roster there in Vegas as well. Hey, another Brady rumor that's starting to get a little bit louder is the San Francisco 49ers, obviously his childhood favorite. Deion Sanders mentioned that possibility during the Combine. There have been blogs and posts and speculation since then. What are your NFL sources telling you about the 49ers' interest in that possibility?
Now, there was speculation all over Indianapolis, just not from anyone actually involved. And yes, this would theoretically be the fairy tale. Brady going back home, playing in front of his family for the team he grew up rooting for. There's only two problems. One is Jimmy Garoppolo just led the 49ers to the Super Bowl, and they really like him as their franchise quarterback. The other thing, I have not found any validity to this rumor at all from people with the 49ers, from anyone plugged in. It is a fun thing to talk about, and I'm sure Brady will be photoshopped in a 49ers uniform plenty of places. But until someone involved tells me it's actually true, it's just a rumor we talk about.
Well, some people are listening to those rumors. Thank you, Ian Rappaport. One of the guys listening to that rumor, apparently, is one of the best players on the Niners roster. George Kittle, the all-pro tight end, posted this on his Instagram feed earlier today, saying that he's riding with Jimmy Garoppolo, basically, let's run it back 10, referring to Garoppolo's jersey number. Elsewhere in social media activism and capitalism, Julian Edelman tweeting out images of him campaigning for Tom Brady to stay with the Patriots. There was Photoshop T-shirts that he put out there as well, saying, stay Tom 2020. Well, Brady saw that on social media. He retweeted it, tagged his own company, TB12 Sports and asked, how much do we make on our Julian Edelman merchandise? I assume this all evens out. Lindsay?
So he's just looking for more money. Just kidding. Willie McGinest, a ton of components here. You've got the CBA, you've got the cap. How high can the Patriots end up going when they eventually start negotiating with him? Where do you see this all going?
And you got to factor in family too. So you got to factor that into his decision. Like I said, Tom is going on vacation. He's going to discuss it with his family.
Is it to Nashville?
He'll probably be in Costa Rica and, taking some time. And this is a tough decision because after 20 years, you've never been anyplace else. I had that same decision I had to make when I left New England. And when you factor in all the different things that have to play a part in this big decision, that's not something you're just going to take a couple days and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I think the Patriots will have the first crack at it out of respect for Bill Belichick and the Kraft family and what he's done there and just being a Patriot for that long. They will have the first crack at a conversation of trying to get a deal done with Tom Brady. And then I think whatever happens from there will have a trickle-down effect.
I think Tom Brady doesn't want to be a Patriot anymore. You've been at an organization for 20 years. You had the same coach for 20 years, same owner for 20 years. Usually when something like that happens, you come out, whether it's free agency, and say, I would love to stay here and be a Patriot. Tom has said none of that. And then when I look at the New England Patriots, when I looked at teams that quarterbacks were getting old, you had a Brett Favre with an Aaron Rodgers behind him. So it's like, okay, we could let him go because we got 12. Then you had a Joe Montana with a Steve Young behind him. Okay, we got Steve, so Joe can go. And Eli Manning had Daniel Jones. Who is behind Tom Brady? And you still are not fighting to try to keep Tom Brady or coming out and saying, he's our guy, we're going to get a deal done. And then even Tom being there for 20 years saying, this is where I want to be. This is home. I'm a Patriot. I've done everything I could possibly do here. I want to continue to keep going because I know I'm coming back to play more football. He has not said that. So for me, I feel like Tom Brady wants a fresh start somewhere else other than the Patriots.
Or, JJ, he wants leverage.
Well,
it's a negotiation, right?
But he's made so much. I can see if you're in year 5 or something and you're about to be a free agent. This is year 20 for Tom. He's made so much money on and off the field. It's not about money. They could pay him $50 million a year. Tom don't care about money. Just like Larry Fitzgerald, he don't care about money. He just wants to play the game. But Tom does not want to be a Patriot anymore. He would have came out and said that after being 20 years. I'm just saying.
I think the leverage was already there. You just said they don't have a guy that they can just turn to at the quarterback position. Tom is always going to understand that it's business first. So we know that he wants to play football. Mr. Kraft already said that he wants Tom to come back or retire. So the conversations are happening. I don't think that Tom is a guy that needs to come back and say, I want to be a Patriot. I need to be a Patriot. He's going to retire a Patriot for life, regardless of it is. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame as a Patriot. That's understood. I think the logistics and all the different things that play a part of him coming back to be a Patriot needs to be in place. I don't think it's something where him saying and knowing him, I don't want to be a Patriot. It's like, if I am going to be a Patriot, these things need to be lined up right. We need to have that big boy conversation, Kraft, Belichick, and Tom. They need to all come together.
But him knowing Belichick has always given Tom everything he needs to succeed on the football field. So you know that Bill Belichick is going to do that, So why, Tom? Why are you waiting so long to say you want to be a Patriot still, huh?
Patriot insider right there, James Jones.
So just in case he doesn't get anything worked out with the Patriots prior to this, March 16th is the first day that Tom Brady can talk to other teams, or I guess other teams can talk to Tom Brady, unless they want to FaceTime Edelman while he's next to Tom Brady at a basketball game, and then apparently that's okay. Brable. April 23rd is the first day of the draft, and this guy is expected to go first. It's a guy that reminds Daniel Jeremiah of Tom Brady. From a mechanics standpoint, he says that Joe Burrow and Tom Brady are similar. And you know what Joe Burrow said to that? No, thank you, because that is a tough comparison to live up to. And with that in mind, I send it over to the Bob Costas of our generation.
Oh, is that me?
Live up to that.
Look at that big old smile on that face.
50 days until the draft, April 23rd to 25th. Costas would do this so much better than I'm doing it right now. Live on NFL Network, you'll see every pick right here. So 50-day wait for Joe Burrow. 50 day and maybe 1 minute after Goodell gets up to the podium and puts the Cincinnati Bengals on the clock. Take any team that's drafting and looking for a quarterback. Take any team that might pick one up in free agency or trade for one. Which team is closest to winning if they can find out and figure out the most important position?
Ooh, that's a good question, Scott. I like the Chicago Bears. I mean, you talk about they have everything they need on the defensive side of the ball. If you could get a guy at that quarterback position that can keep this defense off the field for a little bit and keep them fresh, this is a team that can make a push at the Super Bowl. I mean, they have everything you want on this defensive side of the ball. The only position holding them back right now is the quarterback position. You got very good skill positions. You have a very good running back, but the defense is on the field all game long. And if you can find that quarterback in free agency to come out there and make a couple throws and get with a coach in Matt Nagy who's special at calling offensive plays, this team could be very scary.
We've never seen a rookie take a team to the Super Bowl, rookie starting quarterback, that is. We've seen Kurt Warner and Tom Brady do it like in their first years, and that is about it. So good luck if you're replacing a quarterback trying to get to the big one. Thank you, James.
Well, the Broncos